Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back again to RTS TV, the only show that belongs to you. As we all say, RTS siku zote. We are back again with a gentleman, a leader, a great guy from Northeastern Kenya, who is here to bring wisdom for all of us. His name is Mohamed, Mohamed Adan. Today we have honor to have him. Karibu sana ndugu.
Asante.
Welcome to RTS, the show that belongs to all of us.
Asante.
Guys, this is the show again. We are here with conversation for youth. As you know, what we do and what we do is that we do journey series, we do political conversation, and we do youth conversation. That is today what we are having with Mohamed here. I think we're going to talk about issues that is actually facing our youth down there at home. And actually, as we discuss, we learn, and as we learn, we go for change, and change is what we need. Asante sana Mohamed. Kindly introduce yourself. Let the family knows you.
My name is Mohamed Adan. As my friend here Mohamed amesema, anaitwa Mohamed Adam. I'm from the north, amesema.
Yeah. The north is
I'm from the north. I'm from Mandera and also from Wajir. So I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
A place called Danaba, or as it is known as Kofole.
Kofole is one of the biggest places that we have.
Yeah.
Actually bordering the two counties.
Yeah, it's bordering.
Again, on the other side we are bordering
Mandera.
With Ethiopia also. It's just very close to us.
Close.
Hilly place.
Yeah.
I think that place is nice, and I want to urge my viewers, the family, RTS family, the good place. Yeah, it's a good place for adventure. So guys, you need to visit a place called Kofole, a place called Danaba, a great place.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we have the largest hill in Mandera.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah. When we had the one for Dandu, I think it's a place that people should visit and see for themselves. Moha, kindly let's begin. How it started, and how did you brought up in those areas?
First of all, I was born in a certain place in Western Kenya called Kakamega.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mtu wa down Kenya.
No.
As we say.
No, I was born there, and my early age nimekuwa Kakamega for like until nikafikisha miaka kama 7 hivi ama 8. Nikatoka huko nikaingia Danaba. Yeah, tukakaa huko until nikamaliza form 4 class 8. Then nikarudi tena Western Kenya. Nikaenda high school huko. Nikaingia a certain school called Kakamega High School. It's a good school by the way.
Wow, wonderful. How did you find yourself in Kakamega? Or how did the family shifted to Kakamega?
There was a period my parents used to live in a place called Bute. And then there was some few challenges here and there. People are fighting ethnically, and then they migrated from there. Then they came to Nairobi, stayed for a little bit, went to Busia, stayed for a little bit there, and then they went to Kakamega now. That's where I was born.
You find yourself there in Kakamega.
I found myself there in Kakamega.
Wonderful. If I can ask, what is the difference? Because at home we say this side is down Kenya,
okay,
as if we have nothing included. You see, what is the difference between Kakamega maybe or the Western Kenya,
okay,
and the Northeastern Kenya? What are the difference according to maybe education, development, and access to such kind of facilities?
Actually, I can say Kakamega is the most developed county because of the infrastructures they have. They have good roads. They have the super highway connecting Kisumu and Eldoret, the biggest super highway there. I think in terms of development, they are ahead.
They're ahead.
And in terms of weather, maybe that's the only difference. The weather in Western Kenya is cool.
Wow. How is life being in Western Kenya, actually in Kakamega, and being in Mandera? What's the difference that you realize that as a young person, here is a place that I need to be?
Actually, in Kakamega is a place where I have seen since I was born. And going to another place where I have to study there, have to know new people. It was challenging at first, you know. And people in our community, those periods when I went there, people were like, they kind of, how can I fix this? I can't say that people are not educated, but people are...
You are the big boy in the house. When
yeah, man.
The reason being that you just came from
down I just
Kenya.
came from these sides of Kenya. So people used to, like, you don't know who will be a good friend or who will just want to be with you because of you being from this side.
From this side. So there are some kind of hostility.
Making friends and so on.
Okay, now let's talk about the school.
Okay.
You been studied in down Kenya and then studied again in Northeastern Kenya. What is the difference according to education? What are the difference that you realize that this is what also we need to have as a people from the Northeastern Kenya?
There is one mentality in Northeastern Kenya that even the teachers who are posted by TSC, they don't actually go. They decline their offers because of the insecurity issues that people have inculcated into their minds, saying that if I will go there, I might be killed. And I have seen a lot of teachers being there and they're just fine. I just want to encourage my leaders and all the teachers who are watching us, they should change their mentality.
That Northeastern Kenya is safe.
Very safe.
So I think the problem that affects teachers also affects the residents. People who are living there.
People who are living there, they know that those places are safe.
So there's no specification of who to kill or who to harm.
There is no, okay, there will be a hostility of maybe, let's say, in terms of tribalism. There is those clashes that happen here and there, and it's not only in northern Kenya. Even in places like Turkana, the Maasais also have those kind of things, and it is always solved. And I've never seen the government interfering with such kind of things in northern Kenya. The way you remember our current deputy president, Mr. Kinturi Kindiki, he was fighting the people from Turkana, those hostile communities who are coming, killing people and taking their kettles. He was fighting with them thoroughly. But when it comes to our place there, nobody cares, man.
It is normal.
Even it's normal. They just normalize that it is
so
terrorism.
Unfortunate that now it brings to a point that the people who are killing people are assumed that
they are
from there.
And they are terrorists.
Yeah.
And it's not actually terrorists that are there. It's just people who are fighting for lands and animals.
And pastures and something like that.
Something like that. And it's something that can be curbed if government is involved.
Wow. Tell us about Sonax Media as a young person, and I think that is very encouraging, and it is an innovative and creative idea. Tell us what Sonax Media do.
Okay, through Sonax Media, I have been, for the past 2 months, I've been having campaigns of freeing Palestine. I actually just I deal with mostly humanitarian work, like wanting to post things about freeing Palestine, because nobody is going to post if you're not going to post.
Yeah.
I just tell people to actually say free Palestine so that my voice will be heard, and maybe through my voice something will happen.
Something will happen.
Same thing that I've been doing about northern Kenya. I've been showing people about all those things that has been happening, like people drinking dirty water, and the county government and the national government are just there. So such kind of things is
Yeah,
what
being
Sonasibian.
coming from the most challenged and, as we claim, marginalized part of this country, let's say Northeastern, particularly Mandera,
Okay.
and the youth being voiceless as they were the dominant and they are silent sort of. What are the challenges shaped you the most as a young person and have these visionaries that you are aspiring to, create social media such as Sonax Media and some other things that you do personally?
Okay, the way youth have been voiceless, it's not because of them wanting to be voiceless actually. We are here, but nobody just hears our voice.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. And it's because of our mentality in terms of economizing politics rather than maybe working for people. They don't go for youth when it comes to, like, when they want to, these politicians, when they want votes, they don't come for the majority, they go for the wazes and so on. And all these youth, if they will just come together and speak in one language, it is okay, they will do that. But something that's funny, they don't even have ideas to vote these people out because the Kenyan government has abandoned the youth in Mandera County, giving them identity cards
to vote. Just because of the procedures that they can.
The longer the procedures, one can take ID when he is 18 and he will get that identity. I have suffered myself.
You passed through the
In
problem.
fact, I have suffered myself. It took me 3 years to get an ID after I finished high school.
Wow.
3 years. And I took my ID from Kakamega. But just because my parents' IDs.
Just because you are Mohamed Adan.
Because I am. Just because I am Mohamed Adan, the procedures will have to be different. I was, in Kakamega, people just go into chief's office, they get a letter, they went to any registry and they get their IDs. But because I am Mohamed, I had to get an appointment of vetting. So
that you go.
I will be vetted. So
actually,
I
so
think
hurting. That is so
yeah, that's bad, man. So the thing that I have seen going around in that place is just because they don't want us to. I don't think it's actually youth being not talking.
Yeah.
They talk. A lot of people talk. Like there is a small.
What is the problem? What is the problem that made our voice to be not heard, or maybe unheard? And is there specific challenges that we can address? These are the problems that we have. 1, 2, and we need to do something about it.
Yeah, especially about that one of ID. That's a big challenge. And if a politician knows that these people have got no IDs, they have nothing to do. So we are not going to go to them for votes. So their grievances are nothing. They will go for people who have the IDs, and those are the elders. And the elders are marginalized. And they are not well conversant with political game. So they will come and being told, this is so and so. Actually, that's the name. So and so is a big person. Give him the votes.
The votes.
Yeah. So and so is from big family.
It doesn't matter what he do.
It doesn't matter what he will do. He is from this big family. Give him the votes. And people will just follow.
Okay, but let's talk about vetting.
Okay.
And the president, Dr. William Ruto, just recently announced the withdrawal of the vetting process.
Those are just allegations.
It wasn't there.
Those are just allegations. Because the other day I was doing I have a small brother. I was preparing for him some small passport issues. So after application of passport, he was put into vetting automatically. by the system because he is from North.
From North.
Yeah, just because his name is Abdi
So
or
he
Mohamed.
must pass through the vetting process in order to get the passport.
Yeah, the vetting must happen. So those things that the Mr. President was talking about, that he has removed the vetting
process.
those are just allegations. He just wanted people to be happy at that moment. But the
so
vetting is still there.
It was some political remarks that
those are just
using.
He just wanted to make people happy because in my area, I was actually there the other day, and they still say, the term they use, ID haijafika. Actually, they wait for a certain period, like IDs is being given to people per year, maybe twice. So if they are giving IDs twice a year, maybe that day I'm sick, I will just have to wait for the next one. You see, these youth are just maybe fresh from high school, they don't have IDs. Maybe that day hiyo siku yenye ID imekuja, huyu jamaa labda alikuwa ameenda ushago kuchunga ngamia za mzae wake. Sasa what will happen to this guy? Man, he will just have to wait for the next round, which will be next year. And that is how youth are becoming voiceless in that area. If we take all these youth and give them IDs and give them proper political education, they will just know what is right and what is wrong.
Wow, wonderful. Yeah. Let's talk about this. Do you see yourself as a leader in future, and what's your plan?
I've been a leader, and inshallah I'm expecting to be a leader, and we will lead. As youth, as Gen Zs, inshallah we will lead.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we expect.
Okay, what do you think we need to change from, in how youth are supported in education and leadership in the region that we are coming from?
Okay, giving somebody education is a tool that no one can take it away from you, and you can't pass it as a generational wealth. That's the only thing. So when you are giving youth education, it doesn't matter whatever the Mandera County, I really want to give them their flowers for in the education sector, especially the current regime.
They're trying.
They are trying, and they have established one college there. They are giving kids, students, good education, and they are just producing teachers. It's called Mandera Teachers Training College. Yeah, it's one of the things that they have done for people, and I really appreciate that. But the other one that they are saying they are giving free education to high school students, that one I don't know about it, but it is there. But that money is all they are just taking loans.
Okay, wonderful. As a region, do you think devolution have any effects to development agenda that it should address as Constitution 2010 has? Do you think devolution has changed Northeastern?
There is nothing that has changed. Actually, kitambo hata but labda ilikuwa better. Sasa in terms of development, there is actually it opened people eyes to go into politics much, but not helping people. There is no development that has been there. If it is development, a good infrastructure, for instance, as a hospital, there is no good hospital that people can go to. I've seen many people coming to Nairobi for treatment, and we have a level 6 hospital in Mandera, which is not functioning maybe. I don't know, I've never been to that hospital, but I don't think there is a development. If you can see people coming from that area, going to some other areas to be treated, that means there is nothing there.
Let's talk about roads. We have been traveling for a very long time. Okay. And let's talk about just Garissa as a county. Let's compare it to Wajir or compare it to Mandera. And thinking about devolution and roads being one of the major factor in that sector that need to be developed. Do you think there's something that has been done, that is tangible? We can say this is what development has done for this county.
Okay, the national government the other day went to Mandera, and they were touring around north, and they said there is this trend that people are saying the president
From
Kutulo to actually that project has been actualized. I was even surprised. My friend was telling me they have started the constructions of the roads. When that will be established and constructed fully, that will be one of the biggest achievements of Mr. President towards our people. And I really want to urge him to also actualize the things about vetting. I just want my kids to go to a chief. If the chief knows him, he will write for them a letter, and they will take it to a registry department, and they get an ID. As simple as that, So, not that you are going to be put on a line, wait there for the whole day, vetted, and somebody standing there asking you questions.
What kind of question is being asked in vetting?
Actually, they will ask you, do you know this?
Do you know the chief area?
No, maybe my kid, I have raised my kid in Nairobi, and this kid comes to get an ID. So they will ask him if he will know the chief, and my son has never been to that area. How will my son know the chief?
No way.
Yeah, so I think that thing is just barbaric.
It's something that should be eradicated.
It should be eradicated. So archaic, man.
Oh, wonderful. What motivates you as a young person from that area, being marginalized, being forgotten, and undeveloped, and a lot of challenges that we have? What motivates you?
I've been around so many counties around Kenya, and seeing a lot of things in other counties that I don't see in my area. Actually, that's enough motivation for me to.
It pains.
I really want my county to be like this, and this county is not like this. I really want. That motivates
why
me
so?
much,
What is the problem? Is it the problem of a geographical problem or the leadership problem that we have?
Actually, we have leadership problem, geographical problem. You know a place called Dubai. It was just a desert, and somebody built skyscrapers, and it's one of the biggest economies in the world. You know that. So, if even a desert can emerge to be one of the biggest economical centers in the world, geographical things are not even that big.
Our problem is leaders.
Just leadership. With good leadership and efforts from the leaders. Leaders just, even an MCA, elected MCA, can just come and rest in Nairobi, doing nothing.
Why do you think our leaders should go to Dubai to enjoy when they have capability to make Mandera look like Dubai?
Man, I really want that to happen, and it will happen, and we will actually empower youth.
What is required for us to change the system?
Just to leave greed and selfishness out of leadership, and refer to the Quran, man, our leaders.
Yeah.
Because as much as we are being told in the Quran to actually not go against leaders, to listen to our leaders, they should also refer to the Quran and listen to Quran well as leaders, So I think they just have a long way to go because they are so greedy. How can someone go for 2 terms as a governor and come back to senatorial seat?
Is there any chance for you to just exist and give another person an opportunity?
Yeah, man. Even, have you seen all the leadership in the Mandera County or even Wajir County, northern at large? I've seen a lot of them are just old people. Why? Because if me as a youth, I have not accumulated so much wealth that I can bribe people with. And people have actually politicized have economized political agenda so much that if you don't have money, nobody is going to give you votes.
Yes, actually, money is attributed to leadership, and they say if you don't have money,
you're not a
for you
leader.
to qualify is not something that you need to think of.
Now we've started.
What is your message to the youth of our region, from Northeastern region?
Inshallah ta'ala, first thing first, we are going to work with you. And for us to work and work with you, we need full education, political education, actually, and we will educate you here in RTS.
Wonderful.
So,
wonderful.
Work with us, and we will actually make our region great again.
Thank you, Moha, for this wonderful message. And RTS is for leaders like you. We really appreciate your time, and our people there, guys. We thank you for your engagement, and I think we are very proud to have you there. As you enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like and share the videos, and we appreciate your presence. Thank you, and God bless you always. Thank you.